Okay, so we're going to start. Let's quickly review our dashboard before we take off. We're going to start. Chidi, are you going to start?
Yes, boss.
Okay.
So I'm having issue with one sheet. Let me see. Expected.
I like your formatting, Chidi. You master your formatting. Good. Excellent job.
So this one, I was trying to do it the way you did it, but every time I try to drag this sum to the label.
Okay, hold your control. Are you using the mouse?
Yes.
Okay, do Control Z and go back. Hold your Control key and drag.
See, the one on the right, those figures over there disappear. Yeah.
Okay, what you're gonna do? Go on presentation mode. I think. So it has to do with your screen. Is your screen resolution? So go back and format it now. Format it and make sure it in a straight line, and then make your as-is 100%. So it has to do with your screen resolution.
Screen resolution. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, but other than that,
okay, just quickly take us through. Just take us through your dashboard.
So aside this one.
Okay.
Twin data for on car insurance, and we have the revenue by gender. We have 61.28% males that are interested and 38.72% female.
Now, why don't you? Okay, good. All right, but I will first of all, I will say on your first row on your dashboard, do the whole total data, like the total survivor should be first, followed by the customer breakdown, and then you can do followed by the other screw up, followed by this chart that the one that shows the total customers and the trend. Okay, so you can tell the story that this is the total customer surveyed. These are those that are interested, and these are those that are not interested. And then your next line should be, you can do two dashboards, because I did one dashboard. You don't have to do one dashboard. You can do two dashboards. Your first dashboard can be overall data, all of the customer, all of the customer base sampled or surveyed, and then the next dashboard will now be all of those that are interested, and then you just tell a story so that the user can follow along. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good. Well, your dashboard is looking good, and try and finish this and publish it to your server. I'll go through it in the morning. I mean, hide all your worksheets and just publish only your dashboard. But this is good.
Yes, boss.
All right, good. Who's going to share next? Dada, do you want to share? Do you have anything?
Yes, okay.
Now, you don't have to do your dashboard the way I do mine, but you can do it even more better. You can use two dashboards or three dashboards, but just make sure you tell your story from the all to the prospect or those that are interested, and you tell the story, of the data. Okay.
Yeah, can you see my dashboard?
Okay, good.
Okay, all right. I have the total number of survey being at 381, out of which only 46,000 of them, said yes. Going further, we also try to evaluate the number within the number of total numbers of those that said yes. 98% of them haven't had accident before, while only 2% of them had accident. should I put yes or no here, just to indicate, but, in terms of revenue, the male gender accounted for about 904 million, which is about 61% of the total sum. Yeah, going further, we'll look at the targets.
Okay, so I like your number of damaged vehicles. So of the total number of the interested customer, so these 2% represent what?
Represented those that the vehicles that have had accidents. So apparently, 98% of them have never even had accident before, and they are so viable.
Okay, so what you're going to do? Give an indicator on this chart so that the users can quickly see. So this is good. I liked it, but just put like the never had accident or have accidents.
Yes. Okay.
Just to give them a quick. All right. Good. All right.
Okay. I'll do that. Okay. So the age distribution. If you look at the age distribution, we noted that about those within the age of 40 and 45, had the highest number of. We can make a lot of revenue from them. Also this graph is also indicating, the total numbers of ages within the age of 40 and 45, basically. So these are where our cash cow is, and this is where the insurance company should also be looking at. Among the female, is only those within the age of 40 also they have a high contribution, whereas the male counterparts, those within the age of 40 and 45 are at the highest numbers of expected revenue. The same goes to every other thing. Then again, here we see that the region, we know that they are coded, so we don't know what 28, 8, and the rest of them are. But of course, the user of the report understood very well what those codes are, and they can also, dissect basically what those codes are with regards to the potential. Notwithstanding, I have my filter here, then with the filter, we can filter, just to see, I should have taken this out. Okay, the filter to see, to drill down by gender, previous, insured or not, or thereabouts, those that say yes and all of that with respect to, so all of them are working. If you want to test it.
Okay, all right. All right. Anybody have questions for Dada? Anybody have questions for Dada? Okay, all right. Thanks, Dada.
All right, thank you. I've already published it.
I will not comment it too much because you're already there. So
yes. So I'll just look on this.
Yeah, what you did differently from mine was this number of damaged vehicle, and you're going to give the users like, okay, these customers that they are pursuing are very viable customers with less risk of accident and so on,
right,
which is very good.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's going to share next? Top, do you have anything?
Yeah, good evening. I'm not done with it at all. I'm still working on the sheet.
Okay. All right. Victor, you have anything for us?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Windy, do you have anything for us?
No, I don't have anything, but I have a question. I was trying to do, I was trying to group the vintage because you said vintage is a number of days they've been with the company, with the insurance company. So I was trying to do like 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300. But I don't think I got it right because it's only saying new customer. It's not saying fairly new and old.
Okay, share your screen.
Can I show you? Okay.
What you have to do is to take a bin. Just do a bin on it.
Okay, let me look for it even. 1 second. Okay. Which one is it again? Okay, so did you see it?
It's coming up.
Okay.
Okay, if you try to group, what I would just, since it's already there, this might not work because you have to do like a level of details to be able to group this way. Okay, but what I would say, you can just cancel out of this,
Okay.
cancel out of, just take a bin of that, go to the vintage.
Okay.
Yeah, right click, go to create, and just do a bin.
And how many should I do?
So you can do like a bin of 20. Here, no, you are creating a parameter. Cancel. The bin size here, just do, no, type it in, increase that, and just do 20 there.
Yeah, when that comes up, I was trying to type it in. Okay, let me try to type it in. Okay, the number lock is off.
I click OK.
Okay, so I did type it.
So now drag that bin to your rows or column. Let's see what it give you. So now it says giving you different bin of 20 size.
Okay.
So you can also increase.
Okay, 20.
Yeah, 0 to
So I can do 50.
You can do
Or
50.
I can do 100.
You can do 100.
Or
Yeah.
I can do 100. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of echo.
I think somebody's using 2 laptops. Mute one laptop if you're using 2 laptops. You can mute one. So
Okay,
that,
thank you. That was what I was. Thank you.
Okay. Femi, do you want to share?
Yes, please.
Okay. So tell us the story of your dashboard. What's the story?
Yes, top of the line right here, top on the screen is those that are saying yes to the car insurance policy. While we have 18,185 people saying yes to car insurance policy, as against 156,835 saying no to it. And in terms of percentage ratio, it's 10.39% to 89.61%. And next to that is a total number of customers surveyed, which happened to be 175,020. But where I have a major problem, which I tried to resolve, but I couldn't. I was trying to see how to resolve this. Let me show it to you on the sheet, please. Hello? Hello? Are you listening?
Yeah, go ahead. We're watching.
Okay, yes. Because if you look to this side, it says one is no.
Just hide it.
Not.
Just right click and just hide the indicator. It's just telling you that one data does not have this value on the view.
So,
okay, you still need to work on your dashboard. For example, okay, no worry. I will first of, if I were to critique your dashboard, I would prefer, for example, the company would like to know how many, or give the users like an idea of how many total, what is the total number of the customer base that should come first. Okay, of the total customer base, how many said yes or no? That will come second. and then you cannot do another chart to show the trend of the yes or no by age group, just do like a trend line, or you can do like a bar chart or any other kind of chart that help to compare those yes or no by some other data point, like the age or gender, something like that. You don't have to do it, okay? But basically, the idea is for you to tell a story of this data from start to finish so that your users can just follow through. Just imagine you reading a book, okay? Or watching movie. They start with some kind of nice stories, and then something bad happens, and then at the end of the movie, redemption came. So just think of dashboard in that way, being able to tell a story like that. Okay, so I'm going to give us some dashboarding skills now today, and also give you guys a video to watch on how to format your dashboard. Again, I don't want you to stuck on doing it the way I'm doing mine. I want you to get accustomed to doing it your own way. Okay, your own way. All right, but I'm going to do some kind of dashboarding in the easier way that it make it easy for you. All right, but good job, but you still need to clean this up and make sense of your story. All right.
Please take a quick look at this. I just noticed this, that those that fall into the age bracket of 25, the figure is not actually showing at the end.
It's because the space might not be enough for it. Remember, I changed mine to like I use the billions to try to put the number of digits I have on the view. But all these are just formatting. Okay, so once you format it, it's going to come out nicely. And all your axis is so distracting. Your axis for the not that one, the percentage axis. You don't need it. You can hide it. But you can format things before you hide it. Just uncheck the show header, and then you can format this. All right. But make sure you finish your format before you hide it. Yes, you have to bring it back and do your format. Okay. All right. Good job. Who's going to share next?
I
Hello.
was gonna share, but
Hello. Hold on, Tava, you're going to share, okay? Hello. Do you have anything to share?
Yeah, but
Okay,
for
go
some
ahead.
reason I lost the recent one I did. It's only the one I did before yesterday meeting I had. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Because on Tableau
did-
Public, the free one, you cannot save to your desktop. You can't. So if you are going to stop working and continue later, I will advise you publish it to the server and just put work in progress, WIP. So even if you mistakenly close your laptop or your battery dies, you don't lose your work. Okay.
Okay, so this one is the one I did before yesterday meeting, and for the customer, I did the percentage. Then those that say yes, and those that say no, I differentiate them with color. It's
Okay.
just one I did before yesterday meeting.
Okay.
So I'm just starting all over again, but all those other things, I'm not done with them yet.
Okay. All right. Try again. Our target is dashboard. Like I said, you are exempted. Okay, but all of the other candidates, everybody is dashboard that we're interested. I'm not interested. Your worksheet. I want to see your dashboard. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, good. How about share your screen?
okay, I'm not yet done, and I'm having an issue with my dashboard.
Share. Let's see what you.
On the format.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys easy way to do dashboarding. Easy way. Okay. If you're not used to the drag and drop stuff, which can be difficult at times, then you have to know how to use container to do placeholder. I'm going to show that to you guys. But so what is the problem you're having?
It looks like my swap sheets, like whenever I click on here, it's hiding what my images and stuff. Like if I
Okay.
click gender, for example, it will show here.
Yes,
but-
that's because you are using that swap sheet to swap these two sheets. If you want to use the swap sheet, they're supposed to be in one container. So whatever you choose, we flip within that container. But right now, it's obvious that you are not hiding the two sheets.
Right.
Yeah, but if you don't want to use swap sheet, you can just remove the calculation from your worksheet. But if you want to use the swap sheet, put these two charts in the same container. All right. So whenever they flip, it's gonna show. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. Let's dive into conditional formatting in Tableau. Okay, that's what I'm going to spend time on today. Let me share my screen. Okay. So do I have any? Okay. All right. Let me delete this. So I have how many worksheets here? 1, 2, 3, and this is my dashboard. I'm going to delete this dashboard and start from afresh. What this one is? Okay, I'll call this my bar chart. Anyway, revenue for now. Revenue bar. Okay. So let's say now I have how many worksheets? 1, 2, 3, 4, with the title 5, 6. And out of these 6, these 2 here are swapped. These are my swap sheets. No, I'm swapping 3 sheets, right? I'm swapping, I'm swapping these 3 sheets. So these 3 are going to be in one container. So I'm going to, how many containers do I need now? 1, 2, 3. I need 3 containers. Let me just create one more chart, okay? Just to previously insured, yes or no. And I will bring in my potential customer here. Let me make this like a tree map. No, this is not good for this. I can, okay, I'll just make this like a bar.
Sorry, Prof.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, I heard you said swap sheet now. I think you did that when I wasn't around. But
yeah, yesterday.
Is it on record? Okay, yeah,
yes.
I will go and watch it. Okay.
Okay, all right. So let me try to use this as let me flip this so I can use this as everything here is not gonna, it's not okay, let me just do this. I'll make this like okay, let me just use something quickly. Vintage age, and let me do the, okay, I can do something like this, and okay, all right. Just for the purpose of, I'll do this, I'll call this vintage. Okay, and I want to make sure I have like a lot of worksheet I'm trying to fit in one dashboard. So we can do a whole lot of formatting and so on. Then I can do driver's license. Okay, does it have driver's license? Let me bring in the potential customers. Yes or no here. And here I want to do yes. Nope. Want to see. I want to rename this alias. One is yes. I want to do the 0. I'll just rename it to be no. Okay, and I can also do this like, no, I'll just leave this like this actually, okay. Well, let me do some kind of Okay, all right, I'll just leave this way. So I'll call these driver license charts. It doesn't matter now. So now I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to need 5 worksheets because 3 of this workbook are going to go in one container because I'm trying to swap them out. So now I also need to bring in the title of my report. So I'm going to give a container for the title as well. So if you don't want to go through the stress of dragging and dropping, you can pre-design your dashboard before you even start dragging and dropping. So I'm going to choose the kind of size I want. I want to use fix. I'll do my fix here. By the way, why is Daniel not here? I hope I didn't scare him.
He will log in soon. He just have some issues.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to do, okay, let me leave it this way for now. Now, I'm just going to drag in. Everybody watch how to pre-design your dashboard before you even start dragging in. Use the container as a placeholder. The blank is also a tool that can help you save space while you are dragging and dropping the blank. I just learned this recently. These are the truth. I've been using Tableau for how many years now, but I was having difficulty bringing some kind of, imagine in one container, I have 3 worksheets in one container, and I have like 17 container in one dashboard. Each container has 3 worksheets. So you are talking about 60 sheets all over in the dashboard. There are scorecards, but I learned this recently. So first of all, I'm just going to drag in my vertical container in the view. Okay. Then what I'm going to do again, I'll bring in another vertical container here. So I have 2 containers, right? Okay. I'm going to drag in another container on top here, on top. So this will be for my title. So I'm just going to fix that. I'm going to drag my A and drag it inside that first container and just label it. I'll call this insurance, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to name this. Insurance, what should we call this? Insurance survey data or whatever. Survey reports. Okay. And I can go ahead and format this to be like, well, I'm used to Tableau board anyway, so, but you can use any other format that you want. I'm just going to make this like 16. I'll make it like black, center, and click OK. So now this one is right in this container. So I'm just going to drag this up. And if you in most companies, they will have image, their company logo. So let's say I also want to add my company image here. Let me drag this. I want to add my company image here. I can bring in image text beside this, and I'll go and choose my logo. I hope I have. No, that's not an image. I hope I have. Let me see if I have any picture here. Okay, I'll just use this for now. Okay, let's say this is my company logo. I'll just make fit view center, and you can even add a URL in that logo. Let's say you want the users to like click on that logo, it take them somewhere. For example, I can come here and choose my company logo, for example, just copy the link. Just copy the link and put here, okay? And click apply and click OK. And then I'll just resize this a little bit. So whenever the users click on this logo, it takes them to the company website where they want to. If I put this on presentation mode now, for example, if I click on this link now, you're going to take me to my company website. So these are some of the things. It's very easy. All right. Okay. So far this is looking good. I can just leave that for now. So now I have to start planning how I want my dashboard to be. Now I have two containers left now, and I have 6 worksheets. So I want this one here to be like a scorecard KPI here, and I want this other one here, either beside or below it. It doesn't matter how you want. So I'm just going to say, okay, I want on top stack. So I'm just going to bring in another vertical container and split this one on top. Split that. So I want this one is on top, and I want this other one below the one on top. So I'm going to drag in another container and split this one into 2. So I have 2 containers right now, and I still have my placeholder. Okay. So if it's getting difficult, you can bring in like a blank space to hold, to reserve a space for you. But for these 2 containers, I think I'm okay. I'm just going to drag this first one here into that first container. I'll leave it, and I will add my title, and I'll drag the second one into this container. And now you can see that because there is a parameter here, is this part of the parameter, this sum? Let's see. Okay, that sum is part of the parameter, which should be in the container. Okay, I'm just going to remove this sum from this parameter, okay? Because I want to use this to like demonstrate sum. So let me remove. Oh, hold on. Now, where I was going is this. You see that because there was a container here, this parameter automatically took that space, but I'm reserving that space for like my bar charts here, which is where is the bar chart that we did? Oh, it disappeared as well. Okay, let's say for this bar chart, let's say I want to put this bar chart in here, but I need to remove this. If I remove this now, that container is gone. So what I will have to do is bring in another container as a placeholder here. Now I can remove this so I don't lose that space. So I'm not going to remove this for now. Okay, and let me quickly fix this. I don't want this sum to be in the view, and I'm not going to edit my parameter. I will remove this sum from there, so it's easy for me. And yeah, that should fix it. If I select, so okay, that fixes. So now I have these 2 here. So I'll just format this one, okay, the way I want. I will resize this. Now, if I try to resize this one here, you see that it's going to affect this one. So what I have to do is to say, okay, let me put another container in between this, okay, and bring in another container under this because I want to make this like a small KPI. That's not what I want. I want this to be, I want to split this one. Okay, good. So now you can, so I have 3 container beside this one. So I can now like drag this one up a little bit. I want it that little and drag this one here, this little. Okay. So I can format this for me. You can see I have some lines here. I don't need that line. I can just format it from here. It's up to you if you want to leave it. I'm just going to remove all of the lines. I think this has to do with this line here. I don't need more of this line. I don't need, that's not the line. Okay, that's it. So now that line is gone. I will just make this a little bit. So now I'm telling a story that this is the total surveyed customers. These are the interested candidates, and these are the candidates that are not interested at all. So I still have my placeholder here. Okay. Now, for me to know the ones that are all of those on dashboard, let's say you have so many worksheets here, you can just come in here and hide all of the worksheet that is on dashboard already. Just hide it. Or if you know what you're doing, you can just leave it. So my goal now is to place my swap sheet. Remember, if I have the swap sheets with this, with which one here? With the age here, okay? So I want to place these two swap sheets on top here, inside the disk container. And I have the title that I also want to give the users some kind of view. So I can just come in here, first of all, bring in my title on top of this. You see now, you see the way I'm dividing that container. I'm not leaving it anywhere. I'm holding it, I'm controlling where I want to drop it. So I want it to be somewhere here. And I'm just going to hide that title, and I'm just going to move this. So this is good so far. Just hide it a little bit. Now I have this container here. I want to put my age and my this age and gender there. So I'll drag this now and make sure I drop it into that container. Okay. Now, because I have these two legend and parameter, they are taking up space automatically. So if I just remove it, what will happen? I will lose that container. So for now, I will just, since I need this parameter, I will close this out and bring in another particle to hold that space. And then I can just click on this. If I want to float it, you can float. But for me, I don't like to float. So I'll just drag this and put on top beside this survey here. For now, see, it's not letting me drop. I'll come here and drop it here for now. Okay. Or I can just right click this and swap them out and resize my title here. It's just logic skills. Did we get that? I was trying to put this behind here. It didn't let me, but I brought it to the front, drop it, and then swap it. Just play with it. Master the dashboard, you know how to drag and drop. You are in control. Don't let the dashboard control you. So I also want to bring in the other gender into this container because they are swap sheets. So I'm not going to also bring this inside here and drop. So I'm going to hide the title and also hide this title. So the two worksheet is in this container, but you won't know because of the trick that we're trying to do. So if the users select gender appear. If they select age, that appear. Good. So now you can see that we also have some of these parameter coming up, taking up our placeholder. So for me not to lose that again, I will drag my particle container in between, and then I'll just get rid of this. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep space. Okay, now I can resize this one just a little bit this way. Now I still have my 3 space remaining, 1, 2, 3. So now how many stuff do we still have? I still have this bar chart, have the vintage, and have this. So I want to drop this little one here. Let's say, for example, I can drop this here, and this legend is coming here automatically, taking up space. Now, another way to avoid all this legend and the legend and some kind of indicator messing up your dashboard is, let me do Control-Z. Before dragging in this sheet, for example, I'll just go in here and remove the legend from here so that it doesn't appear on my dashboard. Just delete it. I can come to this one as well, remove all these legends so that they don't come to my dashboard and start messing up. If you need them, you can also bring them back, you know, on the dashboard. You can bring them back. So I'll also remove this, okay? Now, if I go back in here now and I bring in this, where's that little stuff? This one here. If I bring it in here now, you see that the legend didn't disturb my dashboard. Did we get that?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to format this. Let me edit the title on the title. I can give the title say driver's license. How do you spell driver's license? Am I right?
Right.
So I can put a question mark there, driver's license, yes or no, and I can select. Let me make this 10 bold. I'll use Tableau bold. And I can hide this title for this because I already have one. And I can, let me go back to this and flip this so it can be horizontal and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I come in here right now, I make this entire view. Good. And I can hide this title, driver's license, yes or no. So these are the number of people that have driver's license and so on. Okay, so how many more worksheets do we have? Let me hide this so we know how many worksheets we have left. We have 2 dashboard worksheets remaining. So I can say, okay, now let me bring in the bar chart into this container first. So you can see now, because I didn't hide this legend, it's disturbing my dashboard again. I can just do Ctrl-Z and go to that here and just remove it from here, or bring in another placeholder and just cancel it, whichever way it's easier for you, okay? So I can bring in this here and bring in this here. So I can see where, let me just maximize the space here. And let's make this entire view first to see. Now, because this one is very small, this chart is not really looking too good for this. I can say, well, let me just change these charts. I'll just go back in here and let me do like heat map. Okay, I think this look better a little bit. This look better. And so I can now go back to my dashboard and say, okay, let me reformat. How do I want to present this? I can say, let me bring it in front here first and resize this. I'm going to resize this. I'm going to resize this one as well. Okay, and I can hide this title here because I don't want too many redundant title. Just make this 10 bold, center, and even this one age bin. I can leave that age bin. I can, because the age bin is going to let the users know that you created a bin for the age. So I'll just leave that. Or if you want, you can remove it if you feel it's not adding value to your dashboard. So now you see I have all of my stuff in my view. So I can say, okay, let me do a bit of formatting right here and just clean it up. If I click agenda, I have my swap sheet. I want to make this entire view so it stand out. It's not coming out the way I want. I want this to be like an entire view. Let me go fix that. It's not. Let me bring in the gender in view first. And let me make it entire view. Let me reduce the size, for example. Okay, is that better? And I can hide this title. No, I didn't hide the shoe. One show header, that's what I wanted. And Yeah, let me do standard here. And now I can drag my space, give it some space. So if I go to my dashboard now, good. It's showing me entire stuff that I want. If this is how you want it, it's okay. Now, if I flip between this and that, it's okay. So now, all I have to do is like do my small formatting. I want to like, for this, each of these, I like to give them like a painted border. So they are a little bit distinct on their own. Just give them some, this little painted border. And this as well. These are just clean up, okay? And this, okay, it's coming out nice. And I won't do for that title. And I will just, for this name here, I can say, I can rename this to be more directive. I can say, okay, I can say, select, what will I call it now? I can say, just give it, depending on the project that you are doing, you can say select chat type. Okay, let's just leave it that way. You know, so you give the users like, okay, here is where you use select different kind of chat. You know, and that's good. And I also want to give all of the dashboard itself some kind of border. I can make it a little bit thicker, a little bit darker, and so everything being in one. And I have, let me give this some. Okay, and now you can also make your title dynamic. Okay, for example, I can type here and say insurance survey by, then I'll go and insert my parameter here. Okay, if I click OK now, you can see once I change this, I will say insurance survey by gender. You're going to change to by gender. Insurance survey by age. You're going to change to age. So you can, let me give this some space here. Okay, and you can even customize this and make it a little bit different and say, okay, you want this to be like maybe green, for example. So whatever this highlights here, it becomes dynamic. So let's say you don't want to put your title here, you want to embed it with the title, you know, you can do that. It's up to you. So now I think, let me make my background a little bit, I want to give it a little bit of that color. I think that's good. Okay, and I'm just gonna go to my format here. Let me go to my worksheets. If I go to, let me click something here. I want to go to format. I want this shading. I can see I want all of my worksheets to be that color. Okay, so it's putting everything the same. I can come in here as well and just apply this little same thing here. So you can see now everybody, all of them is taking that same color, all of the worksheets. These are just normal formatting. So it's up to you how you want your, click here, make this a little bit, and click on this and make it a little bit of this. Okay, so you see, it looks like see if the whole background is the same, but it's just a way of making it a bit more vivid. And then our border is no longer showing. So you can say, okay, you want to change the border for this. Let's now make it white. So it found out, okay, good. So I'll go and change my borders. I'll make it white. So it's a little bit unique. I mean, all these are up to you, your preference anyway, you know. And most companies, they have their color code. So go with your company color code. They will tell you this is their color code, the color that they use, and you can see how it stand out a little bit. There are some lines on this chart that I don't like. I'm not going to go to my formatting, go to my line here. I'll remove all of the line. I think that's not it. No, that's not it. Okay, so I've removed the line. I think my border is a little bit tiny. Okay, good. So you see, I'm done with my dashboard. One more thing to do is I need to format my tooltip here. I'll just go to this worksheet here and, okay, this one, I already unchecked this here. I don't want them to download my data. And go to this worksheet here. My tooltip, I'll turn this off as well. I don't want them to download my data. Go to this and go to my tooltip. Uncheck these two so they don't download my data as well, and just do like a cleanup. Don't worry, we have all the time. You're gonna demonstrate this. Go to this, hide. I'll just use this one here. Where's the all marks? Go to tooltip and just hide these two. I don't want them to download my data. Okay, good. And now I'll just hide all my worksheets and rename this to be the same as far as to say insurance survey reports. Okay, and that's it. I can just push this to my server, it's ready. So you can see now, if they click on it, it's not as busy as it used to be. And my parameter swapping is working perfectly. Oh, see, we didn't do this one here. Let's put the same color shading on this one as well. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Now I'm ready. Huh?
Yeah, one question.
Okay.
I noticed that the parameter is just using to change. You're just using it to change between the age and the gender.
Yes.
They are not, all of those data are not interconnected. Like, for example, if you want to check number of females, or you want to, like we used to drill down. So can you see with this one?
So let's say once you click on this, you want to use it to like filter down the whole dashboard.
Yes, yeah.
You can, but I would not recommend that. If you want to do such, I would recommend you create a different. For example, I select age now, so you want to see all of the age here. Okay, so which of this age do you want to see?
For example, or if you select yes, all the yeses, I mean yes for 46,710. If you select that yes,
you can still do it if you use this as filter now, and I click only for yes. So now it's showing you all of the years. You can see the total here. It's showing you all of the years, and then if I flip right now, it's showing me all of the years as well. If I click only the no, this is the no.
So you use just one to filter down. Okay.
Which one? The filter we apply to the two, but once you flip, whatever you want to view, it's going to show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to show you guys another way. There are different ways to use parameter. We can use parameter to change any value that we want on the view without having to create multiple sheets. And we've done that before, but if we have time, I'll show you guys how to use parameter to do all that. But any question on this so far, on this dashboarding technique? So you guys should not be struggling with dashboards. Use this simple technique. Use your placeholder. You have 5 worksheets. just plan ahead, or you can even use a pencil or biro, draw on a piece of paper how you want to organize your dashboard, and then bring in your containers. Okay, make sure your container is designed that way, and just drag your worksheet into those containers like we did.
Yeah, one question, sorry, Prof.
Okay.
I wanted to find out, like this data we have now, if it's a live data that keeps updating or probably keep updating every day, do we always have to come back and then redo the dashboard, or there's a way it links to the data, the live data, and then it keeps updating by automatically?
No. We're going to use either Taba's laptop to do example for the newbies. But in the real world, before you publish your data, there are two ways to publish, your report, either as an extract or live. So if you connected live to your data source, to your server, if the data keep up changing, your report will automatically update itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
But I don't recommend that, because if the data is large, it's going to cause a lot of bounce rates, because it's going to keep loading, taking time to load. But what I will always do and recommend you to do is do an extract. So once you do an extract, you now schedule that report to refresh at a certain period of time. You can schedule it to refresh every morning, every day, or every hour. Okay, so Tableau will always go back to the data source and extract any new data and update the whole data source for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Any question on this dashboard? Femi, is Bayo here?
I have a question.
Okay.
So on the container, it says the object, it has vertical, horizontal. When you drag it, even from the picture, it's showing vertical, and the vertical is showing horizontal. Why is it like that? I have the same question when I was doing this.
You mean this one here?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's vertical, but it's horizontal.
They are technically container, but just look at the picture. Vertical container allow you to stack your container on top of themselves, just like what you're seeing here on top. While the horizontal allow you to put the worksheet side by side. Okay. But again, let me open another dashboard. You can use the same thing, the same dashboard to achieve the same result, unless you are some kind of complex dashboarding. Okay, like the project I'm working on now. Okay, so now if I bring in my container here and I bring in my container here, see, it's allowing me to stack on top. But you can also use horizontal and stack on top of each other. Let me clear this, okay? If I bring in my horizontal now, I bring in my horizontal below. See, it's allowing me to do that. But the difference is that once you start having multiple worksheets, multiple container on the dashboard, then you start seeing them behaving differently, okay? But what I normally use is vertical container. I don't want to give myself headache for which one should I use, horizontal. Your users don't know about horizontal or vertical. Again, in the real world, it is advisable to have less worksheet in one dashboard. The maximum recommended is 5 worksheets in one dashboard. But some users, some developer want to have a whole lot of that worksheet in one dashboard, and it becomes unreadable. You know, only when you are working on a complex report, and the users of that report understand the complex nature of that report, then you can do it how they want. But if you are working with like a report for users that are not so technical, put at least maximum 5 worksheets in one dashboard and create another works dashboard and so on. Okay. If you have like 10 worksheets, don't try to fit all of the 10 worksheets in one dashboard unless required. Create one, put the relevant worksheet in one dashboard, open another dashboard and put the other ones there and let the user just flip through. And let's say you have so many like 30 dashboards, you can use your story here and put them in one place so the users can like read through your report like a book, you know. So, but don't try to fit everything in one dashboard. It becomes unreadable.
So so if it's like 2 dashboard or 3 dashboard,
Yeah.
how does it appear? How does it appear on Tableau Public?
It's still gonna appear the same way. It's gonna appear
Like just one dashboard.
No, it's gonna appear on tab. You have different tabs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different tab. For example, let me quickly create something right now. Maybe let me create a table. Let me bring in the ID. And let me bring in the age. And just drag anything here, gender. Come on, why is it so slow today? And let me bring in the annual income here. And let me also bring in, let's just say the vintage here. So let's say this is my detail table, for example. Okay, so I'll call this detail table. Details. So I want to put that details in this view here. I'll just drag it and drag it here. I'll just do and fit width. Doesn't matter for now. And I can call this detail and add this. So let's say I want to publish this now. I'm done with my reports, and I go to my publish. Let's publish this, and I'll call this my insurance survey data. Or reports, doesn't matter.
I want to ask you a question before you save it.
Okay.
The link to your website, is there any coding involved, or you just?
No, just copy paste in the link. I didn't.
No, what will I call it now? On the upper left.
This one here?
Yeah. Yes.
There's no code. I didn't do any code.
Oh. Just copy and paste. Yeah.
You just copy the link. Open my I open my web and copy the link here. Okay, and then I went to the image. I went to the image here. Let me edit. I went to the image and just paste it here.
Okay,
so what Tableau does is to link that link to this image. So when they click on it, it takes them to that place.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So I'm just going to give this a name and call this insurance survey reports, and let's publish and see how it comes out. Where's Daniel? Daniel, are you here?
He's not here yet.
Daniel is not here. Chidish just mentioned that.
I just joined you now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought because you didn't do the assignment, that's why you didn't join. And I know that's why.
No, that's not the issue.
I did the assignment. I did it.
Okay. All right. So now it's going to come out this way. You can see now that it's going to show us tab here.
Yeah.
So I have tab 1. My internet is so slow, so you guys should be able. And tab 2. So now, but you can see now here that this one is not displaying well on the server.
Yes.
So what you have to do, you can go back in here and say, okay, I'm going to give it some space, drag this one down a little bit. Okay, and then drag this one down a little bit. Okay, let's save again. And save.
What if you reduce the size of the letter of the figures?
Yeah, you can reduce the size, but some users, because this is like a KPI, they want it catchy. So they will tell you to use size 40, and their dashboard is so clustered. Some people think dashboard Tableau can do everything for them. If possible, they want Tableau to come and watch that cloud for them because they're not the one developing it. I'm telling you, it's so annoying. So they want Tableau to do everything for them, but just give it to them. That's what they want. Yeah. So
we're asking some requirements.
Yeah. So this is what we have. So you're going to show us tab, and in the real world, you're going to have different tabs. Sometimes you have just one dashboard, but most times you're going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, how come it's showing as tab? Because you have 2 dashboard?
Yes, I have 2 dashboard.
Okay.
Okay, now any question on this, on dashboarding? Because you guys should, you have everything to master your dashboarding.
Excuse me, where is the other dashboard here now?
It's right here.
Detail.
Okay.
I just created this to like do some kind of sample.
Okay.
You know. And you can also make this your stuff. You can make it actionable, where if somebody click anything here, for example, it takes them to this here and filter down this worksheet so they see the details of whatever you click here. You see it as for action filters, but that will be another subject. So, but let's do any question on dashboarding. Ask any question.
So the insurance survey report by gender, the way you did it, man, I don't know if you can just quickly.
This one here?
Yes, the middle one.
It's just a title, okay? I say you can make once you create the parameter is configured and is working, just go to your title, okay? Format it, and then just click insert and go and bring in that parameter here. Once you click that parameter, it's going to come into the title, and then you can format it the way you want and click OK. That's all you do. It's like if I open another worksheet now, let me just drag this. I'm dragging my title, and I call these TDs reports. Okay. So all I have to do is go to this parameter, insert and bring in that parameter and click OK. So you can see TDs gender. And you can also create a story to say.
Already create the parameter.
Yeah.
Before inserting.
Yeah. And you can use like a statement to say this parameter is a man and lives in Indiana, just whatever. So if I click this now and Chidi gender is a man and lives in Indiana, but this will be working behind. So if I go back here and change this to like age, it's gonna go Chidi's age is that and so on.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question on dashboarding? Okay, who's going to share their dashboard? Who, if you know, okay, Chidi, you share your screen. I think yours is almost ready. Okay, share your screen and let's rework your dashboard. Okay, from container. I know you might say, oh, I don't want to lose my no, don't worry, just lose it and do it better again. Okay. So share your dashboard. Femi, any question? Or you can just leave this Chidi, open another worksheet. I mean, another dashboard, sorry. Now go back and unhide all your worksheets. So unhide all. Okay, now so let's redesign this dashboard that you did before and see which one looks better. Okay, how many worksheets do you have and what is your plan? How do you plan to present your dashboard? Tell me any question. Who have question on dashboarding?
I saw everything you've done, but I need to use your steps to redesign my dashboard.
Okay.
Use the
Plan.
video.
You can draw on your piece of paper. That's okay. This is how I want to present my dashboard in the way that it will tell the story from the start to finish. Or you can even create like suspense, bringing the ending to the beginning of the movie, and then try to help the user understand how it came about the ending of the movie. You know, it's up to you, but be creative. Unleash your creativity. If you want to use that, Chidi, it's okay. You can also use that shoot dashboard title and format it. It's up to you. How many worksheets do you have, Chidi? And can you all hear me? Oh. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, we can't hear Chidi. Chidi, please talk.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, we hear you now.
Okay,
So talk and let the other people learn from you. How many worksheets do you have, and what is your plan on this dashboard? How do you plan to present your data in this dashboard? And how many?
I have like 10 worksheets.
And you plan to put all of the 10 worksheets in this dashboard?
Yeah, in this dashboard. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So design your container layouts, and if you need help, go ahead.
Okay, let me cancel this one first.
Okay.
Now layouts.
Saba, do you need any help? Do you have any question?
No, I've watched you. I think pretty much get the gist of it. Thank you.
Why don't you divide those container into two? So you have two side by side. No, don't drop it inside. Do Control Z. If I were you, I'll put a lot of placeholder like that. Each row, divide them into two, so you have two containers side by side. Drag your
How do
drag your vertical. Don't drop it yet. Go up, go up. Now move it to the side a little bit until that row split into two. Yeah, no. Yeah, leave it now. So you see that you have two containers in one row now. So do the same thing for all of them. So now how many containers do you have?
8.
8. And you say you have 10 worksheets. So
Yeah.
you still need 2 more. Now you have to plan. There are some that will not be side by side. Some you just want it to be in a straight line because these are like KPIs. Okay. Then, but you have to plan it out. Okay. And then once you are okay with it, then start dragging your worksheet into those containers. All you have to do is drop it in there and format it. Don't just drop. Make sure you have a plan. Okay. For example, go back to your first dashboard, to the one you did before. You see, if you have your total survey and all of this other sheet in one row. So if you still want to do it this way or you change your mind, put a placeholder for all of your KPI on top, or however you want to tell a story. Okay, that's where I'm going. So it's not compulsory you have them side by side, but you can have like 3 containers in a row, and in the next line you have like 2 containers. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So keep working on that. Let the next person share their screen.
Okay.
Yeah, let me share your screen. And Ejiro, I know you are master of dashboarding. If you want to help us out, don't just be mocking us. I know you are smiling behind and saying, what are they doing? If you want to help us out, help us.
No, I'm learning.
Sorry. You know, okay, all right. Femi, open another dashboard. How many worksheets do you have?
Like 6.
6. Okay, I want you to design your dashboard using containers before you drag in. What you have now, do it, okay, and do it again in a different way and compare which one looks good. Now, don't just drag. Remember, I choose the size of my dashboard, what I want. Do I want it like the range, fixed or automatic? No, go back to in that little drop down here, don't just click on what you see, choose. I use fixed. But if you want to use range, use range. If you want to use automatic, use automatic. But know that you have different options. Don't just get used to choosing the one that you see. Learn to look around and say, okay, which one works better for me? Okay. I used to use 1200 by 1200. That was my favorite for a very long time. But I like, let me change because I don't want you just to be scrolling up and down. So if you're okay by 1200 by 1200, it's okay. But with this, you know that you're going to be scrolling up and down, and you have just 6 worksheets. So if I were you, I'll make it 1200 by 900. Okay, make it 1200 by 900, so you don't have to scroll. Okay. Okay, so this is a lot better. So now, design your worksheets. Your dashboard using containers, however you want. Have a game plan in mind as you are dragging. Just okay, I have smaller worksheet. I have some worksheet. I have some like the line chart. Line charts need a lot of space for readability. So you want to like give your line chart like its own horizontal container so they can see the trend over time. For bar chart, you can still make it into little containers. All this kind of charts is what give you idea of how you want to design your dashboard. So as you are dragging and dropping, look at your worksheet and say, okay, I'm going to put this here and put this here. I need this size for this dashboard. I need this size for that. And then you design your dashboard that way. So how many containers do you have so far?
Just 3.
Okay.
Right now I have 5.
Okay.
That should be it.
Okay, so now if you're okay with this, then try to redesign your dashboard and add some formatting. And let's say you have like 5 worksheets, I mean, like you have now. And I would like to
6 worksheets.
Okay,
actually.
6. For me, I would like to create like 8 containers. Why? Because I want to keep 2 as a placeholder. Okay, I'll just put like a placeholder, and after I drag on my sheet, I can still remove them, but I just need a placeholder because based on what I drag in, all of this legend and all those color legend might be taking up space. So just put like a placeholder in the meantime as you are designing, and once you are done, you can just remove it. Okay.
Yeah, 8 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, all right. So now you can start dragging your worksheet as you plan your dashboard. Plan it, have a game plan, okay? All right?
All right.
Okay, all right. One more last thing I intend to show you guys before end of class today is another function of parameter. But any question on dashboarding before we go to that? Hello, any question?
No.
Okay, and Victor, any question?
No.
Okay, all right, good. Femi, thanks. Let me share my screen. You can try and redesign your dashboard, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, now another function of parameter. Remember, we are just using this for now to like swap the sheets. But you can also use your parameter to like give your users a dynamic view of your sheet. Okay. For example, if your users want to see, let's say, they want to see let's just assume the annual premium, okay, by gender, and they also want to see this annual premium by, let's say, by the age, or let's use our age being by the age being, okay. We can, instead of creating multiple sheets, you can give your users the option of viewing them in just one worksheet and give them a parameter to just flip by what they want, however they want it. And it's very simple to do. And so, for example, we can achieve these 2 sheets here even more in just one sheet, in one worksheet, without having to create multiple worksheets. So how do we achieve that? It's very simple. We have to create a parameter first of all. Let's create a parameter, and we'll call this call this select dimension. Let's just call this dimension for now, but you can call it anything you want in real life, dimension. And we're going to make this a list. We're going to make it a string. And we're going to give it a name. We're going to call the first one gender, appear as gender, and then the next one is age. Okay, appear as age. Let's show our parameter. Click here and do show parameter. So now our parameter is here, but now if we click on it, it's not working. Why? Because we have not instructed Tableau on how to use this parameter. So for us to do that, we have to create a calculated field. So I would now create another calculated field. I'll call this select dimension. I hope my dimension is right too. So now I have to start my my statement with a case argument. It's like an argument. I'll say case. It's like saying in the case of this in the court of law. I'll say in the case of this select dimension. Here I have to make sure I'm writing my calculation the same way I spell it in my parameter. Else it's not going to work. I'll say in the case of this parameter, I'll say when I select gender, then give me the gender in my data. Again, I'll just put my end statement here to check my calculation. And I'll go here and say when I select age here, then give me the age being in my data. Why is it not working here? Cannot use numerical. Oh, it's not letting me choose age being because age being is a numerical being. Okay, let's just leave this for now. We can, there's a way to use LOD to achieve this, but let's just choose the age for now. Okay, age. Oh, okay, I know why. Because here the age is showing this age, even though we're showing up here as the data, because it's still showing this as what? As yeah, as an attribute. Attribute is like you can use it as a dimension or as a measure. That's the function of an attribute. But for me to quickly fix this, let me just change this here. I'll just make it a string. Okay, now that might affect my age being. Let me do this. I'll just duplicate that field. I'll duplicate it and I'll change this one to like a string. So I'll use this and I'll now make this my age copy. Just for example. Let me bring this in here. So it's valid now, okay, because it's seeing that as a number. So basically, I'm still doing the same thing here, okay? So I'm just going to click OK right now, and I have my calculation. So how do we apply this calculation to this chart here? All I have to do is to replace the one in my column. I'll drag this off and replace this here. So now, if I select my age now, you see showing me all of the age. If I select my gender, they're going to show as gender. So I have my multiple field here as this. And you can keep adding to this parameter. You can ask as many as you want in there. Let's say the user said, okay, this is good. Can we add the vehicle age, okay, to this parameter? The first thing I have to do is edit my parameter. I'll just add like vehicle age. I'll just copy this in my clipboard because I don't have to type it again later. Click OK. And then I'll now go back to my calculation here and edit this and now say, add the case point statement to this to say, when I select this age here, then give me the vehicle age, and I click apply and OK. So if I come back in here right now and I select vehicle age, it's going to give me all of the vehicle age broken down by this dimension. So you are giving your users a lot of flexibility to look at their data. Any question?
Can we take a look at this on the dashboard? See how it looks like?
Of course. And you can also apply this to all of your data so that whatever you select by different dimension, you just keep working. So you want to see it on this dashboard or on a different dashboard?
This one, I just want to make sure.
Okay, I can sheet 10. I can say, okay, where do I want to drop this? I don't want to break this formatting here. I can say, okay, let me drop this somewhere on top here or below here. I just leave this here for now. So, and I want to bring in this parameter under here. I just leave this under here. So if I select this right now, see? Of course, I have to format this to make sure it comes out nice. Okay?
That's cool.
Yeah.
And if you want to even go, let me remove this from here. Let me remove this from here. If you want to make the users, you can also create another parameter so they can select the dimension that they want. Let's say they want to view this by different dimension. So for example, now they are viewing all of this parameter by the annual premium. What if they want to also have the ability to select either by number of customers, number of potential customers, and number of the annual premium? So we just have to also create another parameter. And we call it, let's call this select measures. And we're going to change this to list as well. And this is not going to be string now.
The integer.
An integer, good, because we are trying to reference measures. You can use floats or integer, but use integer to be on the safe side. So we're going to call this premium. Premium. Oh, now you see, it's not letting me type. Who can tell me that? Because now I type in premium here, you can see it disappear. That's because
It's a string, is a value.
Exactly. So it's looking for a value. So there's a trick to do this here, but let me just go back here and let me use a string here. It's going to work. I will show you guys another. For example, if I say I want to use that integer, I have to type in number here. I can say 1, but display this 1 as premium.
Premium, yeah.
Yeah.
What if you make it float?
Then here you have to do 1.1, 1.3, and so on.
Okay.
I think this is safer. I mean, safe.
Yeah, but for me, let me just use it as a string. I want this, whatever I'm typing here, to be a string. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Save myself a lot of stress. I'm just going to call this premium. You have premium, and then what's the next one? Number of customer.
Potential.
Let's just call this customer, or we can call this all customers. Okay, I will call this potential customer by Victor's definition. Potential customer. Okay, and we click OK. So now, how do we make this work? Let's do our show parameter. So how do we make this work? We have to create a calculation. So we're going to create a calculation here and call this select measure. So I'll start with the case function again. Case, select measure here. Or when I have to code the when premium.
Sorry, Prof.
Yeah.
This case function, do we only use it when we are working on parameters? Or
No. You can use it anyhow, anywhere.
Okay.
I'll try and create some more examples on how we can use this case function. But a lot of time I use them for my parameters. Once you know how to use it, it depends on you are free to. I can even use if function here. I can use if function, you know.
Okay.
I can say if this parameter equals to this, then give me this. You can still use that. Let's even try that here. Okay. Instead of using case now, let's use the if one. I can say if select measure here equals the premium. Then give me annual premium. So let me put my N here to make sure it's correct, valid. And then I'll do else if.
This one is more relatable.
But what if it doesn't work?
Then we use case.
So I use
case is also good, yeah.
And I'll say else if this equals to, again, is make sure you are looking at what you spelled out here. I'll just select that and click on all customer. Then I want number of customers. Let's see. No, this is not working. Why? Cannot misaggregate with aggregate because this one right here.
Aggregate and non-aggregate.
Yeah, we just did a count of that measure
number.
because we did not use a level of details. But for me, how do I fix this? I'll just fix this here. I'll just do my. I'll just count D. Oh, it's not going to be able to reference this anymore. So I need to change this to like a level of details. But for now, okay, let's just use vintage for now. Okay, let's just use vintage. Then give me the vintage. All right. So we'll go back and fix this one to save vintage. All right. Else, if this, I'll do this. I'll select this for now. Potential customer. I don't like to use long phrase like we did here because if you don't type it out exactly the same way as it is in that parameter, it's not going to work. Okay.
Let's use case to save all this long typing.
Okay, so no, then give me potential customer. I doubt this will work as well. No, this will not, because this one here is referencing this. We want to change it like a level of details calculation. But Okay, but for now, just to also understand this logic, let me use
policy sales channel.
Yeah, let me use policy sales channel, but I'll show you guys how to calculate based on level of detail calculation. Okay, let's quickly finish this. So you don't have this error of measure. I think there's a way to even use, hold on, I'm gonna do Control Z here. I can change it to like, I can wrap this in ATTR attributes.
Attributes, okay.
That will fix this, but I don't want to start doing all this gymnastic. Yeah, so it doesn't work, but I'll show you guys. Let me just use this for now anyway, sure. Let me use number of policy, okay, for now. Policy channel sales. Okay, now, so let's just say this is what we're trying to reference, okay? Now click OK. So now I have to replace this one here, remove this, and bring in my selected member here. So now if I select premium, it's giving me all of the premium by age. If I select all customers, it's giving me all customers by age. If I select potential customers, it's giving potential customers. If I do the two tip, you can see the behavior of this. See? And then they can also choose the dimension they want here by vehicle age. And they can choose how they want to view that.
This is
lucky.
This alone has given you about 6 sheets in just one single.
Absolutely, yeah. So instead of creating multiple worksheets where you have all of this, give them different, and if you want to give them the title so they know what they are working, what they are seeing, I can go to this worksheet here. I think this will be, I can remove this. I'll bring in this select dimension, and I'll put by this here, by measure, and I'll click OK. So now if I take this to my dashboard, let me just bring this here, and let me hide this. Let me hide this, and I select age vehicle here. So it's telling them they are viewing age vehicle by the premium. And if I select the all customer, it says all vehicle by customers. Yeah, someone was about asking a question.
It was me. So what's the difference between swap and parameter?
No, parameter is just a dynamic filter that you can use to dissect your data as you want. So you are the one creating it. But the swap that we did here was to use a parameter to swap our sheet. But now we are using parameter to swap our data, not the sheet now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So you can use your parameter to swap your sheet. You can also use parameter to swap your data, or however you want it.
So it's the main factor, determining
Yes.
factor
Yes.
of SWOT. Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
All right.
So we can also represent this in another this thing instead of bar chart. If we use another this thing or show me, we'll
How?
still, instead of using bar chart now,
Yeah,
like
of
this.
course.
If we
Yeah,
should use
you can come here
like
and say, okay,
this,
you want like
the heat map.
let's see this. And male and female. Let's see this. Let's drag in that let's drag in that calculation field into into the test. And let's drag in this calculation field also into the test. So if I select premium now, you see it's changing.
Okay, cool.
And then you can say by age, you can say by vehicle type, changing.
Okay, nice.
Any question?
I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's different from, it's a little farther from what you're doing.
Okay,
I
go ahead.
saw a requirement. It says like how to embed Tableau visualization on a web application.
Okay, that one is like using JavaScript or, for example, if you go to my web page right now, you can see I have some sample dashboard here. So if you click on my sample dashboard, you will see I have all of this visualization in my Tableau Public. As a matter of fact, the Tableau Public profile is the one feeding all of this sample worksheet here. So I embedded all of my worksheet into my website because I use it to like source for contract, you know.
Oh, okay.
So for example, this one right here, the global sport data, if you click on it right now, it's going to show you this report. But this report is also on my Tableau Public. So I just copied the link here.
The link.
Yeah, if you go to your Tableau Public profile here, and that's not what I want. Let me sign in. Where's my dashboard? My profile. So let's say I want to embed this new report that we just published today. I want to embed this into my website. I have to go on share. You see this little link that says share? If I click on it here, it gives you this option. The link, you can share it with the link, or you can copy the code, embedded code. So in your interview, they can ask you, how do you embed your viz in a web page or whatever? It's very simple. You design your reports to meet the requirements, validate the report to make sure your users are okay with the report, and the report has been satisfied to go into production. Then you publish your reports to the Tableau server, and then you copy the embedded code from your server, like highlight everything and copy, and then you go to the web page where you want to embed that report and paste that code in between the HTML code, and you publish. That's all. That's how I did everything I did here. I didn't learn the web coding anywhere. I did all this myself. So
can you have this type of session? Maybe one, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that one is not too expensive. It's just $1,000 per session. So that's a difference. Eh?
That's good.
Yeah.
The HTML, this thing you're talking about, you will be the person that will also design it, or
no, it's very simple. Again, you guys are trying to take me somewhere. If you want to learn that one, you have to consult with me.
I'm just asking a question because, like you said, you embed it in your HTML.
It's like
there's a place where you bring in like a new worksheet, then you design that page, and then maybe. Okay, I hope.
Okay, which means you will be the person that will design the HTML this thing.
No, hold on.
Website.
For the rest of the people, I hope this is not a diversion. Can I quickly show you guys some just a free sample?
They show a sample.
Okay.
I see requirement.
Okay, all right. Now, if I go to let me go to my web page. I hope this one is still active. Let me edit this. It's very easy. You publish your reports to your server, copy the code, and go to where you want to embed it and embed it there. There's a job I turned down recently. It's with Post Communication. So I will design the report, and then I'll work with the web developer to embed those reports into that into their web server. But I did the first and second interview. When they called me for the last interview, I told them I'm not available because I already have a lot of offers on my table. So I turned it down. So if I go to my web page right now and I click edit my website. So these are my pages right here. Okay, and these are different pages that I have. So if I go to sample dashboard right now, you can see I have a lot of different work dashboard, pages. Okay, if I want to add another page now, okay, I can just click on this, and here I need, you can use blank page and so on, or you can use any of the templates, but let me use the blank page and just call this sample web embed. Okay, and add page. So now this is the work page now. So here I have to like say, okay, what do I want to put in here? I want to bring in this. No, let me go to the one that we just did today. This dashboard into my website. So I'll copy this here, highlight that code, Ctrl A, and copy, then go to my web page here. I can say, okay, I want to add, and you can add, I want to add a widget here, and let me add a widget from here. Here is where you see the HTML.
HTML, okay.
So I'll just drag this here and drop in here. Oh, come on. So here is where I'm going to embed that code. So I'm just going to click inside this line here, remove that, and paste that code in here. So if you look at it here, there are so many codes. Everything that we built in here, even though you see it as a visualization, but they're actually codes. Computer is not seeing all this beautiful chart that you are seeing. What computer is seeing is code. Okay, so now all this code is what we just developed and built. All these are all of the codes here. So if I click update right now, I have my this in here. That's it. So my Tableau Public is feeding this on my website. That's all I have to do. And I can see the 2 pages here. So a lot of companies, they will first of all do a whole lot of write-up like magazine. They will talk, and then they will embed like a chart. They will talk again and put a chart. That's what they want you to do. But you are not the one developing those web pages. It's not your business.
Okay.
But yours is to develop the chart and work with the web developer to embed those charts. So you are working with the team.
Okay.
There are some requirements that will be telling you design some HTML, you design web this. So apparently you're not the one that will do all of those things.
You're not the one that will do it. So, but they want you to have an idea. So if they ask me, I have an idea. And I have my website to show to them as an example. I did it myself. So you can, if I can do this, I can do your website anyhow you want it. Okay.
Okay.
So
thank you.
All of you, I'm going to send every one of you an invoice of $200 because I'm showing you guys something that is not part of our course.
Yeah, sorry, before you go from here, so what is the difference between e-commerce and a website? E-commerce, is it the same thing?
They are the same thing, but somebody that does marketing online can tell you more about that. E-commerce, is just like selling on the web. Website is just using a web platform to do your e-commerce, but that's all I can tell you. But it's not
Amazon.
Amazon, yeah. I'm not going to publish this yet because I don't plan putting this. Okay. Any question on this?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So back to Any question? So you guys should be able to finish your dashboard by tomorrow, because I mean, you have everything you need to know on dashboard formatting, right?
Yeah, but please, we need a video as soon as possible.
Okay, it's not me. If the video converts quickly before I go to bed, I will upload it. Okay. Any question now? Because your dashboard, if it's not ready tomorrow, I'm not talking about it after tomorrow. Tomorrow, you want to spend time on different interviews, different questions on interviews tomorrow. And then I will give you guys the assignment for next week. But try and do it before next week and publish. So all these projects that you are doing, make it your own project, because in your interviews, this will form part of your experience. What have you done? Reference what you've done in the class, all the projects that you've done in the class, how you did it, the challenges, the change requests, everything you did, do it that way. Who is Fad La Farid? I hope some hackers are not here.
No. I'm using a friend's laptop.
Danny, I'm suspecting you now. I hope you're not in Russia.
No, I'm using a friend's laptop.
Okay. Fad Afarid. Huh?
Yeah, I'm using a friend's laptop. Sorry.
Okay, all right. All right. So any questions? So if you're going to get your dashboard ready finally tomorrow, say yes. Femi, say yes. Okay.
Yes, all depends on how soon you publish the video.
Okay, all right. I'll publish it. I'll publish it tonight. Promise. Not promise again with my promise and not promise.
Oh, sorry. How do you convert the video? Because I have like few videos that I have now. To convert it to.
No, are you trying to download it, or you trying to just watch it on the web?
No, I'm watching it on the web. I'm saying I have a video, and I try to download, try to convert it, but it was giving me problem.
Zoom have the Zoom converted for me, and all I have to do is rename. But
okay.
There are video converters that you can use online, but again, you have to be careful because all of them are third-party add-on. They will start putting some stuff on your laptop.
Stuff, yeah.
Have to be careful with that. Okay, you all have a good night and see you tomorrow.
You have something?
Yes, Prof. You've not helped me resolve the issue I have on my
sheets.
Okay, quickly share your screen. What was the issue? Quickly share your screen.
Hold on, please.
And I'll be asking you, do you have a question since you?
Because it's not related to what I was discussing with you.
Okay,
I told you
Okay, share your screen quickly.
Okay. Let me get to it. This is the one I complained about. From what others have done that I've seen, it's not just these figures that are here alone.
Okay, what they did was to drag in the percentage of total they have in their column to the test as well. So hold your Control Shift down and drag your calculator feed on your columns to the test. No, the one in your column.
Go to your column.
Yeah. Hold your
hold the control.
Hold your control down and drag it to test. Okay. Now, because of your screen resolution, it's a little bit smaller. So do your entire go to presentation mode for example. No, go to presentation mode. So you see it's there because your screen resolution is very small. So do escape on your key, escape out from here. What you can do here is to hide your data page. Put your data, no. You see your data analytics, there's an arrow beside them. Hello, Femi. Move your mouse up. Your top left.
Top left.
Analytic, no, come down, you see your data analytics. That
Okay,
little
here.
arrow, no, that little arrow there, click it to hide that data now. Oops. Your screen resolution is very small. But anyway, go to your test now and format that. No, don't do that. Do Control
How do
Z.
I go back? Okay.
Just do Control Z. So you bring back, now go to your label and format those fields. Don't worry, it's going to show on your dashboard. Click there, go to your test, and format it how you want it here. So you can do your formatting from here to make them in the same row. Then another way to format those long billions of data. Hold on, you can do this later, okay? Extract from here. Let me show you. Go to the one, your annual, your sum in your label. The sum of annual premium in your label. The one in your label, in your test. Yeah, no, down. Down.
Down.
Yeah. The one in your label, the sum of annual.
This one.
Yeah,
Yes.
click, yeah. Go to your format. And go and change how you display the number. Go to numbers. The first one. Numbers. Your third row. Click there. Go to currency. Make it like currency because standard. Currency standard. No, okay. Do custom. And make it 0 decimal place. And you can change your display units. You can make it like billions because it's in billions. Display unit below. And just choose billions. Okay, and then go back and format the rest now. Just leave that. Now, if you go back to your presentation mode, you should see that it should be okay. So you see it's showing 2 billions, 1 billion, or if those zeros there, it's not making sense to you, you can go back in there and change it to like millions, to make it millions, to make all those populate. Okay. Okay. So I can format from here. All right. Sorry, everyone. Sorry for keeping you back. Femi, is that okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, please.
So I'll see you
Thank you.
tomorrow, okay? You have a good night. I'll try and upload this video tonight. I'll try and be up.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night.